Okay, we can see what anybody's saying, because we're on a bike ride. We have to talk to each other. So we are headed west on Charlton Street in New York City, East Village. And my name is Jane Daisy. And I'm ignoring all the work I'm supposed to be doing tonight. Oh, and somebody's coming on a wheelchair. This isn't really a bike lane, it's sort of a pseudo lane. But there is a bike lane if I take a left up here. Ding-a-ling, I'm out of the bike. Oh, hurry. Alright, they're stopping. Here we go. So great. I haven't been on a bike ride since the very beginning of the summer. I just realized that. I was like in my apartment, I'm going, gotta do this, that, the other thing. And in fact, my goodness, what's this fancy little place? Hotel loading zone. That's the public. Oh look, there's a bunch of skateboarders on that side of the street. Everybody's mad at me, I'm stopping. Except this is supposed to be a bike lane. What did they do? They changed the bike lanes on me? Anyways, I can't hear what anybody's saying, so I hope you're all chatting with each other. We are headed downtown now on Christie Street. And to the left of me is Sara Roosevelt Park, which is a long, narrow park that you can see from overhead. And they have like soccer players and basketball courts up at the front. And south of Delancey, there's a little area where a bunch of guys sit outside with their songbirds in little cages. I'll let these cars go, but I'm gonna go too. Oopsies, that's okay. Alright, we're gonna take a right here. Here is my bike lane. I knew there was one somewhere. This is Rivington, but what I really want to try to get to is the start of Prince Street, which is my favorite street, I think. In this part of New York, I should say. Got a lot of favorite streets. Alright, here's another little bike lane. But now I'm being blocked by this big truck, so... Look, there's the Empire State Building. Can you see it in the distance? I'm hoping I can get to the river before my battery runs out. Oopsies. Because I foolishly got home and didn't plug in my phone right away. Alright, here is the start of Prince Street. It's not a long street, but it's the most beautiful street I can think of. And perfect in every way. I'll go slow. It's hard to tell the difference between the streets unless you're walking them and you see, I don't know, the shape of the buildings against the water towers. Look at that. The water towers down there. It's just a beautiful, and then there's like really nice fancy stores to go window shopping in. Maybe somebody has money to buy stuff sometimes. But it's nice to see it. And everybody's just out and about, especially this time of year. It's hard to know what you guys can see because it's just going forward. Okay, this is the old St. Patrick's Cathedral. And I love this wall a whole lot. I have to let you see it because I don't get down here as much as I should. Look, it's a curvy wall. It like curves with age, so if you're walking next to it and you put your hand up against it while you're walking, you're probably degrading the brick a little bit, but you also just get this sense of time bump. Because I don't know how long it's been here, but it's been here a long time. Certainly not as long as European walls, I admit that. When I went over there, I was like trying to work on an archaeological dig, and they asked me if I'd ever worked on one before, and I said I had worked on a colonial house. And they literally all laughed at me because that's like 200 years old is only what people in Europe are still living in. So because they laughed at me, I was insulted and I never went back. How's that for cutting my own nose off? But yeah, see, like this part of town is all full of little eateries and shops. And this is Lafayette Street, and that's my bike place down there. Bicycle Habitat is right there. If you need your bike fixed, they're great. And I'm sorry I can't see anybody joining or what you're saying, but thanks for joining. I have to keep my eyes on the road and hands on my bike. If it was like not rush hour, maybe I could ride along with the phone in my hand, but this is kind of a busy time of the night for this area. Okay, you see the green? That's the bike path for sure. It's cool. This used to be like mostly merchants down here. Oh, they still have the walk. It's funny because when the pedestrians it's their turn, they just walk. It's good to get ahead of the car, so. I'm sorry I can't see anything anybody's saying. Okay. So we're crossing Broadway, and then there's another Broadway called West Broadway. Ding-ding. See, I have a little bell. Alright, here during the day this whole sidewalk is filled with outside vendors like that, selling gifts and stuff, art on the sidewalks. Screech. Isn't this the most beautiful block? A lot of the cross blocks are made of cobblestone still, see? Oops, I'm right in the crosswalk, sorry. And that's downtown, where all the federal and financial buildings are. The courthouses. But this is part of Soho. And Soho stands for south of Houston Street. And Houston Street is the street I walk every morning. That's my usual scope. Is my walk to work. It's really not that interesting. But I hope it gives people a taste of what like just really living in New York is like. You pretty much take the same paths over and over and over again because they're the most convenient and you're really always pressed for time. And so, bling. So, every once in a while you do something like this where you're like, oh, I'm just not going to do my routine tonight. I'm taking a bike ride. But that's me anyway. There's 8 million people here. There's like 8 million different ways of living. So, but I think that's what a lot of people do. Because I can't imagine everybody can go everywhere all the time. Unless you're really rich. Okay, so see how pretty this is still? This is still Prince Street, but it's coming to an end soon. So this is West Village. Oh, I think I can go. Maybe we'll make the sunset. We're going to the Hudson River, by the way, because I think a lot of people forget. See, all those bars are full now. Restaurants and bars. A lot of restaurants around here. A lot of people forget Manhattan's on an island. Well, no wonder it's hard to pedal. I was in a second gear. I'm like, I don't want to be working on this. I just want to, like, bike ride la-di-da. Oh, but I do want to catch this light. 9 seconds. 4, 3, I made it. Okay, so that's the end of Prince Street. Now this is Charlton Street. So even though it's like the same, it's got a different name once it's on this side of 6th Avenue there. Or maybe that was 7th Avenue. No, this is 7th. No, oh wait. Is this 9th already? See, it gets tricky because the island is fatter to the north of us. And it gets skinny. This is Varick, which I think translates to, I don't know, 8th Avenue? I don't know. I'm sure it's on a map somewhere. Look at that square car. It's like a square little car. I think we will catch a sunset. We can walk out to the pier because you can't ride out to the pier. There's a big UPS place here. If you miss the UPS guy 3 times, they've actually been once, I think. They'll bring your package and they leave it all the way over here, so you have to get all the way over here to get your package. I guess it's kind of the same with the post office, but there's more post offices that you're closer to. Okay, so this is called Hudson. That's 8th. So that was 7th. Varick is 7th. So we were on 6th. Ha! I was right. Point for me. Okay, up above here, I don't know if they're doing it, but you can see acrobatics over the next avenue. When we get to the river, the building is got people learning how to do acrobats up top with a net and those swings. Da, da, da. See how nice this is? So much better than working in my apartment. I just realized, doing these periscopes, it is kind of funny. Alright, we're going to the left. To the left, to the left. Alright, and over here is safer to be, even if you're on a bicycle and you're not allowed to be on the sidewalk in the real world. Over here, you really should probably get on the sidewalk because there's so many people in the road and it's so dark. And all those cars are trying to get onto that highway in front of us. So here's where I get on the sidewalk. Okay, can you see them doing acrobats up there? Oh. No, can you see? Not yet. Oh, I want you to see. Oh, she missed. Wait, hold on. Let me take this out of the holster now. Stuff. Okay, let's see if you can see them. Can you see them doing acrobats up there? Yeah. There he is. All right, but I want to go across the street while I got a walk sign. Oops. Let me get to the side. Yeah, I know, right? Watch out is right. Okay. So let me just situate ourselves so you know where we are. Hi, Casey. Okay, I can see people again. Okay, he's doing acrobats up there. Hi, Casey. Acrobats. This is the bike lane. There's the World Financial Center. There's the West Side Highway. And we came through that underground tunnel from Charlton Street. Spot one. Oh, spot them up there? No. I couldn't.
I really feel like my back is broken.
Once upon a time, I was athletic. Yeah, I'm so glad I came out too. But this is not going to be a super long scope because I forgot to plug my phone in when I got there. Look, they're making a brand new shiny building. Look at that one in front of the World Financial Center. It's super shiny. All right, let's go to the pier. Whoops. I'm going super slow. And people are going super fast. People are always ringing their bell at me on these pathways because I'm like, la la la. And everyone's like going up, going down fast. I just like to ride my bicycle. I suppose if I were going like 5 miles, I would go faster, but this is good. And then when we go out onto the pier, you have to get off your bike anyways. So the bike is sort of the means to the end, which is to get to the river, which is here. Oh, it's so nice. All right, now I have to make sure when I cross over that there's nobody coming super fast behind me. Oh, okay. I'm out of this fast lanes. Here, see everybody going bike? Yay, Samuel. Hi, Michael. I'm glad you could join. Hi, Georgia. All right, here is the dismount bike sign. Okay, and here's the dog run. People can just bring their dogs and let them loose to play with each other, and you hope they don't fight. And there's usually a whole bunch of regulars. Puppies. And there's a fountain. I one time took my dog and washed him down with cold water because I thought it would feel good. And he never ever would go get a drink of water ever again. Because he okay, now here's the lane for people who are walking and jogging. You can't be on your bike here. But I want to walk next to the river, so. Hi, Hazlet. Hi, Mike. We made it to the river, believe it or not. Here's where they dismount. Brad, how are you? This is where the yachts disembark, you know, like cruise lines. Hornblower Spree. You can rent these boats for like parties, I think. Or their personal boats. Hi, Joey. Bonsoir, tu. Comment ça va? So I don't know if we're gonna have enough battery to the end of the pier, but that's where we're trying to go. And there's the Empire. Oh no, you can't see it. And it's the World Financial Center. Oh, this happened last time. They're still doing construction down here. Hi, AG. That's a bummer. This was like this at the beginning of the summer too. Hi, Mike. So we'll have to go back around onto the biking path. I'm sorry if anybody was saying anything. I missed it. But yeah, a lot of people forget that Manhattan is surrounded by water. Hey, Mike. detour. Oh my goodness, what are they doing?
I'm so excited.
They're having a big digging out. That's just the river there. Wow. Okay, sorry. I'm not really paying attention. Georgia, hi Maxter. Bonjour, petit. How are you? Are people getting knocked in and out? Comment ça va? Attendez. Wait a minute, I have to get out of this fast lane. Alright, let me get back on my bike. Wow, people go super fast. I think there are people who train on this. Ah, you did? Super. I'm on my bike. So we're going to go out of the river here. You have to be careful though because it's almost like a highway, these bike lanes. So I'll get off and cross at the crosswalk. If I had a full battery, maybe I'd go further north. But there's the World Financial Center. Hi, Long. It can take a while to get safely across this. Okay, I'm gonna try now. We did it. Okay, I have to hold this with my right hand because otherwise it's really shaky.
Got some fruit, got some fruit.
Let's get on the other side. Oh. Oh, I almost dropped my bike. Well, I'm not used to steering with my left hand. It's pretty tricky. Salut. Are you getting knocked in and out? Hi, Jimmy. So you can get some food here, waffles and dangs. Hi, Tessa. Here's the river. And then you can walk all the way out into the water and you won't hear a car. There's the World Financial Center. And they're building a new shiny building right next to it. That's a loading pier. Hi, Japra. Japrim. It's wooden pier. It's on pilings. See, that was a pier over there too, but it's gone away now. Those are just the remaining pilings in the water. Let me just slow down so I can show you. Hey, MW. Oops. Okay. See those sticks that are coming up out of the ground, out of the water? I'm on the east side going north. Connection is bad. I'm sorry. Maybe I should start again. I'll start again. Although there's not going to be any good connection out here. Oops, out of focus. All right, let me start and stop again, and maybe it'll be better. And maybe I'm almost out of battery anyways. So if I am, good night. Here's me. Salut! My bicycle. Love my bike. Alright, so I'll start and stop again, see if it's any better connection. If not, ciao, au revoir, bonsoir.